What's going on, shipmates? We are back. Admiral is here. We are in Flowers in the Mirror, another game that I just started playing recently. It just came out not too long ago. I've already done one kind of intro video for it, so I wanted to come back into it, kind of give you guys a update on how I'm doing in the game and what I've pretty much think of the game so far. Once again, you can download this game on X7 Game. Pretty much what you do is you Google that, download the game. It's going to download the app itself, which is a kind of a, how do you say, like a game emulator in a sense. You'll download that, you'll download the game, and then you'll do kind of like through your phone. It'll kind of download everything it needs to download the game, and then once you open it up, it'll go through the usual process of phone games. Now I am playing this on my phone, not a laptop, so you can do either or. I do have X7 Game on my laptop as well that I use for some other games and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm using it on my phone. It works pretty well. I had an X7 Game for me on Android so far works pretty well on my phone. I also was playing Anchor Panic. I covered it a little bit. It's still going on, still a pretty popular game, but I myself, for some reason, had really difficulty translating. For some reason, on that game, X7 didn't translate that well. I might go back into it again and see and retest it or something. So far, though, in this one, in Flowers in the Mirror, the translations are working pretty good. As you can see, I'll kind of go over again quickly, and then I'll just jump into this this video. So as you can see, most of it pretty much is in English, and then let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Somebody, I think this guy is the one. Some of his stuff is still, yeah. For example, here, bam. As you can see, his normal attack here is still in Mandarin or whichever language it is. Oh, come on. I click here, I click down here on this bottom one, translation, start, and then it kind of guides you like, okay, you need to make a box, start here, make the box, and then this little, give it a second, bam. And then it kind of gives you a rough translation of that. So pretty much when he attacks, he does 160% damage to adjacent enemies who he's targeting. So it's not 100% like translation is pretty rough. Not pretty rough, but I mean, you get the gist of it. You can kind of figure it out. So it's not bad. So first and foremost, I've been playing this game for about a good week. I really like it. I really enjoy it so far. It's pretty simple. I'm making pretty good progression so far. I've only been playing like maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes a day. Nothing too crazy. I've been playing like all day or something. I think the most I do is about like an hour maybe into the game. Still kind of like poking around, figuring it out. But for the most part, it's kind of like your usual gacha mobile RPG game. It's got, the summons, it has mini bosses you can attack, the adventure mode, the PvP obviously, events, and then of course featured summons, stuff like that. So on to the next state would just be kind of my progress so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you, where is that, 7 days. So this is pretty popular, or pretty common I should say, in most games when they start, or whenever you start the game. You pretty much have a sign-in bonus. So this one wasn't bad. I actually really like this. Is kind of one of the better sign-in gifts that I've seen. So pretty much this character here, Jing Tang, you get her. I actually got her in my first 100 summons in my first video. If you guys watch it, I did that there. So this is going on until May 6th. So you guys a little bit more time. But pretty much you get this character from the summons pretty easily. She's part of the normal SSR batch. There's also not a lot of SSRs in this game. It's probably like 22, 25. So compared to like some of the other games, like or Echo or some of the other games, they got like 50, 60, or they got new ones coming out every week. So, but this one though, so 50 pieces gets you a dupe, and you get this one. I don't know, it's not gonna pull it up, but if you can see here, pretty much you get 4 dupes this in this 7 days. So you pretty much can max out breakthrough this character, which is pretty great. I've done it. I haven't done the last 100, but I did the first 100, and her stats went up pretty great. They do letter grades for these stats, and she went from being like a B and C's to where she's pretty much an A minus, A plus, an A grade for pretty much all 4 of her main stats: attack, defense, health, and I forgot what the 4th one is. I will look at it right now. But so that's that. So the progress has been pretty good. The only thing I did notice was if you do play this game, definitely focus on. All right, excuse me. We'll continue. So like I was saying, you do get kind of stuck a little bit when it comes to progression in the story mode. So as you level up and as you get through the game, you'll unlock the events here, or no, so not the events. It was come on, the experience here, which is like pretty much stuff you get. So these this section here in the experience, you challenge it, you fight these little mini bosses, and these characters, the volcanic salamander, these are used to upgrade and level up your character. So obviously there's different ones for different types: fire, water. You got some, what is that? Looks like that might be dark. You got some earth or wind here, stuff like that. So I'm up to level 4 or level 3 right now. And then of course you can pick up here, and there's difficulty like simple, there's regular or hard mode, and then of course the nightmare, which is going to be your best ones. So you start to unlock that, you go through that, and then you unlock the conquest, which is spirits or kind of like mini bosses that you fight. So same thing, different levels. The farther along you go, the more achievements you get, more experience. This right here, excuse me, this is used to level up your characters in cases. So, excuse me, man. Excuse me, I just ate. I'm all over the place. All right, so, and then as you go up, you get more rewards. So the first one's pretty easy, and you go through, you keep going through all the way, and then you get these rewards. Oh, look at that, another 18,000, another 40, stuff like that. The conditions to beat the 3, to get the 3-star, and once you beat it, you can move on. And then this one, you see, once I hit level 25, I'll unlock level or the next level. So as you go through and level up, you unlock more and more. So you see here, this is level 30. Over here to the top right, level 40 here in the middle, 2 level 30s, and then a 50 and 60. So I'm pretty much there with everybody at the 3rd level. Once you go through all of that and then all of the experiences, that's where you get some more kind of like regular experience to level up your account and stuff like that. And then I think it's 20, so 27 is the next. Now, once I break through 27, then I can start going on adventures again and continue through the story and leveling up and stuff like that. And that's pretty much kind of how the game works. You go as far as you can in the story. If you get stuck or you stop there or you have to level up more, then you step into experiences, conquests. You get more materials to level up your team even more. As they level up, you get stronger and you're able to keep challenging and challenging and challenging. So like I'll show you an example of the leveling up. So these top 6 right here is my team right now. So see right here, level cap is reached. Please increase the player level. So once I hit probably 30, it'll let me break through and then do another 10 levels. So pretty much so far in the game, I've been able to get or reach level caps 10 levels at a time. And then once I hit that 10 levels, then I stop, and then I kind of go through all the content in the game and then keep on. Once I finish through and catch up and get to another point, or I get to a point where I start to notice like it takes longer, more than like 3 or 4 rounds to wipe out the enemy team, then I'm like, okay, let me go back, let me see if I can start leveling them up again. And then I kind of, overload them because I have so much resources as far when it comes to leveling them up. So if we see here, it says I have 100,000. I actually have 140, and it's only 20,000 to pretty much jump him all the way to 20. Stuff like that. So that's kind of how the progress has been so far in the game. Pretty simple. I like it a lot. The characters are pretty cool. Nothing like too crazy or like kind of like other games where it's like a cutscene when they do the supers. It's just like they do the super cool sound effects, stuff like that. They do something pretty great, and then it's pretty quick. You have like up to a 5 times speed when you do challenge stuff, which is pretty great, and it pretty much helps you get through the process, especially if you're just kind of playing to play and just like slowly leveling up, getting through the game. Speaking of the game, so a side note once again, the adventure, lots of story in this one. Definitely like 2 or 3 cutscenes before you fight something or somebody, and then it like maybe 1 or 2, and then you fight like 3 or 4 people in a row, and then you'll kind of get into a little bit more story. If you like story, it's fine. I mean, I'm not 100% against it. I did watch like kind of like the first few chapters in the level in the first section of the game. It looked good, looked great. Story was interesting, you know. If you're into that, if you're into the story, please dive in, look at it, enjoy it. Me personally, I just skip through it. I want to get as long as possible as I can. So next is I'm going to do a quick overview of my team. So this is my team currently. I've been slowly getting more and more summons available, stuff like that. So I'll start with Big Red right here. Like I said, I got her first off. She's pretty good. She does do AoE damage with her secondary attack. And like I said, because I've been getting dupes of her through the sign-in, she's pretty much almost maxed out on the breakthrough. And when she does, every time I break through her skills and stuff just do more damage. So she's been a pretty good anchor for my team so far. But her AoE is limited. She only does like 2 or 3 at a time, not like everybody. So, excuse me. With that said, moving on to Mr. Flaming Bow and Arrow here next to her. This dude is great. If you do play the game, I would definitely advise trying to get him. I love him. He does all 6 AoE damage and a pretty decent amount. And then his singular attacks are like high damage. So for example, he'll do, I think right now he's doing about 600 damage to 700 AoE damage to each enemy. And then when he does his single target attack, it's like 1200. So, and then he's pretty much like hits everybody. And then of course his speed is one of the top ones. So he goes either first or second. So he goes first or second, does his big AoE attack, which I believe is his ultimate. I have to double check. But he does that, does a pretty good decent amount of damage, and then on the next round he's singling people out and just like bam, bam, bam. And of course everybody else here is doing their thing as well. Next to him, this guy right here, I forget his name. I just got him in the special summons. Interesting character. I read his stats. He does something very interesting to the point of when he attacks. Let's see if we can. Okay, so that's that one. All right, so let's kind of go over this quickly. I don't want to make this too long. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Record the injury of all our teammates before the beginning of the back, which are I'm guessing before the start of the round. Nearing the skill attack power of the goal is 500% direct damage. At the same time, additional record injury, 55% of indirect injury or indirect damage. The upper limit is 600%. What indirect injury is a type of injury that ignores defense. So pretty much what he does, from what I can kind of understand, is that when he does this attack, the previous round, pretty much he takes all the damage that we took as a team, times it by 500%, does this skill attack, and then on top of that, 55% of that is indirect injury, which is defense ignore to the team or to whoever he's hitting. So very interesting. If I'm understanding that correctly, so pretty much he takes everything, multiplies it by 500%, does a big hit, and then like a percentage of that hit ignores defense and does like a more precise hit, or not critical damage because it says not critical, but it's a more direct, and it doesn't necessarily gets taken like deduction the way the defensive stats are. So I thought it was interesting. I'm trying him out. He's doing pretty good so far. I've watched him a few times. Pretty much takes 2 hits to kill an enemy for him. He's doing pretty good. And as you can see here, the higher the level, excuse me, once you break through them and increase the skill, it goes from 500 to 600%, 700%. Base damage gets 550, and then at the last one, 800%, which is crazy. And then this one, let's see, I'm trying to remember. It's something that's kind of similar to the last skill I just mentioned. So this one, record all the damage of teammates before beginning, causes injury, harmful, 100% indirect damage. All right, so kind of the same, a little bit different to where the maximum amount percent max is 200%, but it does start at 100%. Indirect injury, which is defense ignore damage. So pretty good. Or I should say, I'm trying him out. He looked interesting. Looks super cool. Trying him out. Decent stats, as you can see here, as I was saying earlier. Each of the 4 main stats are a grade level. So B+ at life, A on attack, B on defense, A on speed. Which it's funny, his speed is an A at 98, but he's the lowest speed out of my team. Oh, did I press that button? Go away. All right, so spirit charge. This is something else that I haven't unlocked yet, but as you can see here, it's just focusing on certain stats for him. And then this part, essentially from when I get, it's like gear. You know, you get these things from doing certain events and stuff like that. I believe it's the experiences, or no, I'm sorry, not the experience, the conquests. As you go through them, you get these, what are they called? Spirit artifacts. So as you can see here, this one increases attack by 24, defense by 24, and then gets a 3.3% on life. And then if you equipped 3 of the same artifacts of the same type, it gives you the bonus of a break rate of 12%. So pretty cool. I believe my bow and arrow homie is the one that has the most on him, or maybe it's her. Let's see, because I know one of them is like has everything or a lot. Okay, yeah, so she has big boss right here, 1.8% on attack, breakthrough plus 1.66%, and then deal additional damage to units with HP higher than 70%. 27% increased damage, which that's crazy. And then all these 3 right here, you get the attack bonus of 30% when you have 4. I have 3. Critical hit, life, and attack. So these are all just things to help boost your units, which I think is pretty cool. I like it because you can kind of really customize and figure out how you want to build your character depending on their stats. So let's say, for example, everything's pretty good on Jintan. I want to get her attack to A+ or maybe even S grade. So I'm going to look for all the artifacts that give her more and more attack. So more and more attack focus, bonus, 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 increase, increase, increase. Everything else is fine. They're already A's, they're already kind of top tier. So me just focusing on that increases her attack of how I want my team to play. You could go that route. You can go like, well, you know, I'm noticing that she's dying pretty quickly. She's getting heavy hits. If that's the case. All right, let's switch it up. Give her more life. Give her more health to take on all that damage she's taking on. Or, you know, for example, you could go even defense if you don't want to go life. If you think that's fine. And of course, the very last option you could do is speed. Maybe she's like in the middle, everybody else is a higher speed, but you like her skills, you like her attack, her buffs or side effects. So you know what, I want her to go first, so I'm just going to increase her speed and make her go first. So a lot of different things, a lot of different ways you can play with this. Very interesting. I like it. It's pretty cool. If you're playing the game, check it out, give it a try. So that's that. Don't want to get too detailed or too involved. That's pretty much the gist of it. Oh, excuse me, I'm still dealing with this cold. And so those are the main three. The spirit healing, she's an SR purple unit. I just have her there for now. My thunder dude, soul control, he does give some buffs, and he's a big single target hitter, which is pretty cool. He's kind of like my favorite super right now. He does like this big lightning ball looking like energy bombs or spirit bomb kind of deal, and then he just throws it down on whoever. So I like that a lot. And then this one over here to the left, she's another AoE. I summoned her, liked her a lot, trying her out. So just starting off with the team, but my main three is going to be Big Red, Fire Arrow, and Soul Control Lightning. Kind of look like a big Pikachu over there. So those are the main three that are doing all the work. Everybody else is there kind of supporting, giving helping hand until I look and kind of see who I really want. This game does have other events like this. So over here to the left, this is a featured unit going on right now. Kind of the same as some of the games. You got story mode right here of his personal story, stuff like that you can go through. Has his own store where you can buy summons, gear, stuff to evolve or to level up your characters, stuff like that. And then next to that is his own little achievement kind of daily I can't think of the word. Daily tasks, event tasks is right there. Wow. Event tasks, he has his own that you can collect from there. And then this last one is kind of just a login bonus. Each day you log in, you can get different items right there. So I've done 4 days so far. Tomorrow will be 10 summons, that thing, and then another 10 summons on the 7th day. So that's what's going on. And then last but not least, we're just going to go and do some summons. Everybody's favorite, right? Summon, new characters, stuff like that. So this one right here, this was a selector summon, so it's still up. I don't know if you can still do it. These diamond looking summon triangle prisms are hard to get, hard to find, so that's probably why. So that was that. You start off pretty much with 10, and then at the beginning of the game you get through and you can kind of select. I selected Fire Arrow dude. I got him twice, so I was able to break through and kind of upgrade his skills. There's the homie that we were talking about that's featured event. There's the guy I was talking about, Yazi, who I just got, who we were talking about with the 500% multiplication damage of damage taken last round. The End of Lunar, this is another one. She looked pretty interesting as well. And these SSRs are not in the regular summons, so obviously these units are like the SSR plus or stuff like that. So 160% damage single enemy. This one provides a buff to the entire team. When our team deals damage, it includes she's attack power 70% as direct damage. The damage is shared among the current enemy targets hit. Our side has a 40% chance to recover 10 points of spirit energy, which is cool. Lasting 1 action turn. So interesting, kind of a buff unit, giving little effects, stuff like that. Every 100 points of spirit energy restored, damage increases 12%, or it looks like this one is 10% of she's health cap. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's her passive. And then you just gain 10 chi or energy at the beginning of the match. So decent. Definitely, you can see here is an assistant based kind of unit. I'm probably gonna wait to see who the next one is, because he's only got pretty much till the end of the night, and then a new unit will be featured. This is the regular summon, so I selected this guy. So this dude, after the wind, this dude looks dope. If I remember correctly, he's an AoE damage. See, down wind rush charges forward, dealing damage equal to attack power to a single enemy. Oh, gotcha. Single enemy target 250% damage. If this damage is a critical hit, it will deal damage equal to attack power to all enemies targeting 50% damage. So he's a high single target damage, 250%. And then if it is a critical hit, it becomes AoE. That's what I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's pretty dope. His passive, it will deduct his own 30% current health, refine the weapon, increasing its own attack power and critical hit rate for this turn, 20% attack power and crit hit rate. So pretty much he's giving this more of a chance to become an AoE instead of a single target. Increases direct. Yeah, I want this guy. All right, so a lot of summons you can get for this regular, the green prisms, that I've seen so far, and you can also select this the 100 times, which is pretty dope. As you can see here, 347. You pretty much get prisms after leveling up, hitting certain chapters. Every 5 levels, from level 10 to like 50, you get like 50 or 80, something pretty crazy. Pretty crazy like that. So I've been saving up. Ooh, what do we got? All right, so for the 100 summons, it doesn't show you everybody. It's going to show you everybody that you get one time. So it's not going to show dupes. It's going to show you. Obviously, it started off yellow, so there is an SSR in this summon. But because it's 100 summons, it can be more than one. So, and then if you skip animation, you're going to skip the whole thing. So it's pretty much going to show, okay, I pretty much have all these people already. Yeah, and then you can tell the rarity of the character from the background. So this blue is obviously R rare, purple, well, perfect example, purple is SR, super rare, and then of course the yellows are going to be SSRs. So we're just going to kind of have to wait through this. Okay, we got purple. I think I have all of these characters already. Yeah, I had the creepy hand dude, the sniper. Got him. His art. That's a great drawing. Super sick details. Alright, so we got that. Oh, come on. There's some weird ones. Don't be alarmed. Well, that guy looks kind of cool. I don't think I have him. Dying. Oh, who is this? Oh, I know, this is the Monkey King Wukong lookalike dude, Chang Yu. Yeah. Oh man, I hope I get the dude I'm looking for. Some other videos and YouTubers that I watch have got that Monkey King looking dude, Wukong looking guy, and they're using him. He's pretty good. He's decent. Great character. Pretty much any SSRs you're getting off the bat are pretty good, because like I said, when you start the game, you do have the 100 summons available to you. And you know what? I know some games like, oh, really? Oh, I only got one SSR. Whack. And see, as you can see, there's dupes. All right. Man, so the luck is here is 50, so every 60 summons you pretty much get a shot. So then, you know what? I'm gonna take this down. Let's do 10, because I have a chance to get another one right here. Ooh, is he green? I just do random. Red, green, whichever. Oh, there we go. Here we go. SSR. Can we get him? Let's get. Oh, I forgot his name. Oh, nope. Who is this? Jinwoo Shilong. Interesting. Looks cool. Assistant. Alright. Well, we get another one. We got 2 SSRs. Skip animation. Nope, just the one. Alright. Let's try again. I feel like we're close. He's a green unit. Oh, that's purple. We're skipping. Continue. SSR yellow. Nope. Let's do blue. I wonder if the color coordinates with the type. Oh, SSR. Who we got? Who we got? Did we get him? I should have stuck with green. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, that is him. Oh, dope. That was crazy. After the wind. Nice. All right. Awesome. We got him. All right, so I'm going to add him to the squad. That's pretty much it. Don't want to make this video too long. Just want to say thanks for everybody who subscribed. I've only been doing this for like a month or two. Pretty good results so far, in my opinion. I've only do 2 or 3 videos a week. I get pretty decent engagement. Most of my videos getting away from 20, 100. I have a few over 500 views. So I really appreciate all the comments, all the subscribes, the likes, the views, everything. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna keep going. Definitely got a couple new games coming out soon, and this month and next month that are big, stuff like that I want to definitely dive into and hopefully capture some more audiences, stuff like that. Eventually want to get into console gaming. It's really hard for me right now with career, work, and all that kind of stuff. But thanks for the love, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. Definitely get the game, try it out. If you don't, it's easy. Do it on your phone, do it on your laptop, wherever you want. Thanks for watching. Fair winds and following seas.